What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take. It's all brought to you by Tiny Bubbles Laundromat, Stanley Law Offices, and our great friends over at the Syracuse Fitness Store. If you're in and around Central New York, stop by, get the best workout equipment out there. They've got the bikes, the ellipticals, they have the workout mats, free weights, you name it. Head on over to Syracuse Fitness Store on Erie Boulevard, a proud ML Sports Platter sponsor. So baseball is obviously back. Baseball is starting this week. And as I record this, the Yankees will finish up their spring training against the Tigers. They'll have tomorrow off, and then they will play the home opener and the season opener on Thursday at 1:05 against Boston. What can we really expect from this Yankee team this year? You know, I'm not expecting a lot. I don't like the roster makeup still. I do like the trade that they made, getting Gary Sanchez out of town and Gio Urshela. I think Urshela's a little overrated. He has a very nice glove and a solid arm, but he's injured a lot. His hitting goes in waves. Sanchez was obviously brutal. And what you did was you improved defensively, especially up the middle. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa will be the shortstop. You can kind of mix and match with, the Anthony Rizzo, DJ LeMahieu platoon at first, play DJ at second or third if you need to as well. You add in Josh Donaldson, you take on that salary, which I'm not crazy about at age 36 and 37, but you had to do that in order to get rid of Sanchez. So if that's the case, I'm all in on that. But the one thing, I guess I'll look at what I like, what I don't like. What I like is at least that they have a better defensive team, number one, and I think they have a team that is more, I think, hitting bat to ball a little bit, maybe with contact this year as well. With the likes of all the catchers, led by Higgy. You've obviously got Donaldson, bat to ball. He's still one of the best fastball hitters in the game. Rizzo is a bat to ball high contact guy. And I would expect a comeback year from DJ LeMahieu this year. I think he's the key Yankee, the key piece. You're going to get, if he's healthy, Aaron Judge. If he's healthy, you're going to get a lot out of Giancarlo Stanton. Again, I think Stanton should be playing a lot of outfield because it seems like he's more focused at the plate. Last year, the evidence was there. I'm not wild, obviously, about Stanton on the roster. I'm not wild about his contract long-term, but you're stuck with him now, so you got to utilize him and try to maximize his time in New York as you charge towards a World Series, which the Yankees, obviously, that's the ultimate goal every single year. They haven't gotten there. They haven't won one since 2009. Brian Cashman, by the way, completely and utterly irresponsible, talking in the public a few days back about how the Astros cheating is the reason why they haven't gotten back. Well, what about the construction of your baseball teams? You've had wildly high payrolls and you can't figure out the pitching staff. That's on you, Brian Cashman. In fact, in 2022, this is what I can't stand about the Yankees. Their pitching, again, looks horrible. I mean, you're going into a season with Garrett Cole, which you don't know what he's going to do this year. Remember, he's been, this last 4 postseason starts, he's had a way over 5 ERA. He got bombed against the Red Sox in the wild card game last year. The spider tack stuff, he was basically the face of all that. Is he going to rebound this year? And by the way, he's starting to get into, the other side of his career already. I mean, this Yankee roster is aging big time. When you look at this roster, I mean, he's 31 years old already. He's 31. So that's a problem. I guess he'll be 31 in September. But you understand what I'm saying. It's just not a good thing. The pitching staff. And then you're going to give me Luis Severino, who has proved nothing and has been injured his entire career. Jamison Tyone is still damaged goods. Nestor Cortez you can kind of count on until a certain point of the season, and then you're like, okay, and he gives you like 4 innings, and then the bullpen gets taxed. And then Jordan Montgomery, I think we're still kind of trying to figure out who he is. But after Garrett Cole, obviously, I think I actually feel the best about Jordan Montgomery. That's how bad the pitching staff is. This is not a World Series team. This is a team that I think will struggle for a lot of the season. Maybe the Yankees playing a little bit of the underdog role in terms of, people not picking them. Maybe that'll help them. Maybe that'll, fuel the fire a little bit. I don't know. I think this will be a playoff team, but I don't think they're going to win the division. I think they'll get one of those wild card spots. If you know the format now, they've added a playoff team because, of course, 10th place Trophy Society. They've added a playoff team to each side of the American League and the National League. So how it'll work is There's 3 division winners. The top 2 division winners get a bye to the LDS, right? The division series. And then the other 4 teams, the third division winner, third place division winner, and then the other 3 wild cards, they play in a bracket. So it'll be 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3, and then they move on to the to the division series and face those other clubs. So the only benefit I think from this new format is that by adding a wild card team, you're getting rid of the 1-game format. You're in a best of 3 in that round robin sort of thing, which allows teams to bounce back if they lose a game. I've always thought it was silly, even though there was great excitement on that one day. It was awfully silly to just say, oh, let's just play 1 game after you've played 162. It doesn't work that way in baseball. You might tell me, oh, the NFL is one and done, and, well, yeah, but they play 16 games. College basketball, but they play 35 games, 35, 40 games, including conference tournaments. NBA, NHL, they play a ton of games, and they all play best of 7 series. So it was time for baseball to get rid of that. They've done that. Unfortunately, they've added another playoff team. I think the Yankees will be one of those wild cards. I really do. If they win the division, it'll surprise me. I picked them last year. I'm not going to get tricked again this year. I think the Rays are better. I think the Jays are better. I think the Red Sox might be a little bit better. The Yankees might be ahead of the Orioles, and that's it in the AL East. I'm expecting not a lot from this team. I'm expecting them to make a wild card and lose either in the first round or in the division series. That's basically my prediction. That's my expectation. They don't have enough starting pitching. The bullpen will get worn down. The likes of Loaizaga, he's back, but he'll get worn down because he's throwing too much. Chad Green will get worn down. Chapman will get worn down. Everybody will get worn down. And, we don't know what Clark Schmidt's going to bring to the table. We have no idea what Michael King's going to bring to the table. Louis Hill, we have no idea. Clay Holmes, we have no idea what these guys are going to do. So lack of starting pitching and certainly a taxed bullpen, I think, will ultimately eat the Yankees up, which is the same thing that's happened year after year. Brian Cashman is general manager. They cannot acquire talent. They can't go trade for it for whatever reason. They don't know their own players and prospects. The pitching has been absolutely abysmal, and it's amazing to me. It's kind of like the LSU football thing. For the longest time, LSU football didn't have a quarterback till Joe Burrow. They're a football factory. They're one of the proud, traditional, great programs in college football. Why is it the LSU can never really find a quarterback, and the Yankees can't find pitching with their resources? I've never understood that. That's always been my analogy. So that's what I'm expecting out of the 2022 Yankees this year. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by Brewerton Ace Hardware, Bowers & Company CPAs, and our great friends at Burn Dairy. If you're in and around Central New York, gas up your vehicle, stop in for hot and cold food for your lunch and dinner. And of course, gift cards are always available for any occasion. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.